Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Please introduce yourself.
First of all, very good morning, sir. My code is 001 and I have pursued my BTech in Information and Communication Technology and Masters MTech in Information Communication Technology with specialization in Machine Learning, both from the Dhirubhai Ambani Institute of Information and Communication Technology, Dy.so. After that, I have worked as a researcher in Indian Space Research Organization and I have a working experience on quantification of lunar minerals using deep learning techniques. After that, I have worked as a data analyst for an MNC called Aptus, and then later I joined SPIPA for a civil services examination. And this is my first interview, and I'm talking about my hobby. I am passionate about the outer space phenomena that occurs in the universe.
Sorry?
Outer space phenomena that occurs in the universe. Space science.
Oh, great. What is brain drain?
So brain drain is actually the phenomena where the students of our country are educating or getting trained in the our universities, and then for the better job opportunities they are moving outside the countries.
Which is better for you then?
So I believe that working for the nation is one's utmost priority, and right now with the digitalization and the ample amount of opportunities, India is providing very good opportunities for all kind of students.
Okay, but if you are offered a permanent assignment in ISRO,
Yeah.
and you are offered deputy collector's post also, then what will be your priority then?
So first, so I'll be very happy that I have given the opportunity to work in the both the prestigious institutions of our nations. But since I have worked as a researcher in ISRO, I would like to explore the opportunities and the ample amount of scope that will be given by the deputy collector post. Since my job profile in the ISRO would be limited to the research and innovation, though it is a very attractive for me since my hobby is space science.
Looking to your educational background and experience,
Yes, sir.
which department would you like to prefer to work in?
As in a
Say, with regard to your, the educational qualification and the experience gained by you in ISRO or so many things,
yes, sir.
there are so many departments befitted for your personality, for your education backgrounds. Can you name one that
So,
I may be posted here?
so I would like to work in a probably Department of Space, and after that I would like to work in a Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, METI.
Do you know about the information commissioners?
Information Commissioner.
There are two information commissioners.
So I'm not able to recall.
Identify those and tell us about something.
Yes, Chief Information Commissioners and State Information Commissioner. So, but I'm not able to recall
Is
the job
ISRO
profile.
under the definition of RTI?
Not every ISRO, as in not every project or details are under the RTI, since it concerns with the national securities, and there are certain projects that are very crucial to our nation.
Where our Prime Minister landed after coming from Greece? Where he landed in India?
One day ago.
He was in Greece 2 days before.
Yes,
He came
in
to
Bangalore,
India.
Bangalore to meet
Yes.
ISRO scientists.
What did he say?
He congratulated and said about the woman's role in this Chandrayaan 3 mission, and named the Shiv Shakti Point, the landing site of the Chandrayaan 3.
He made an important announcement.
Yes, he declared that August 23 will be celebrated as a National Space Day. Yes, sir.
What will be the repercussions of Chandrayaan 3 all over the world? What do you believe or think?
Sir, we are the first nation to land on the south pole of a lunar.
Okay. It is proven that we are first on south pole, etc., etc.
Yes, sir.
What will be the repercussions from the world? How would they see India?
sir. I would like to describe an anecdote that the one cartoon by the New York Times newspaper, they circulated few years back when we were preparing for the Mars mission or the Chandrayaan-1 missions, that the elite club of space countries, that is USA, China or Russia, they are in the office, and we as an Indian are outside knocking the door. So now we are the leading countries. We are the top fifth among the top fifth nations where the our space activities are doing this very finely. So in a way, the world will recognize our potential. There will be more collaborations since the privatization is occurring very rapidly in space sector as well. So that will give us a ample amount of boost to our economic activities as well.
Tell me honestly, mostly, na?
Yes, sir.
Tell me honestly, what is the background? I mean, what is the purpose to choose this civil services? Tell me honestly. Na?
Yes, sir. So I was given an opportunity to work in a ISRO and then as a data analyst for an apps, where I was doing a 9 to 5 job in a MNC, and ISRO there was a research, but later at a certain time I was confined to a certain areas, and while I was working in an MNC I was not able to see the
You
direct
want to work
impact.
in both? You want to participate in both the sectors, civil services and ISRO both? You can do that. How?
So by being an administrator I can do the work.
There is one special provision.
Okay, so I'm not
You don't
able.
know that.
I'm not aware about that, sir.
You must know.
Yes, sir.
It is called lateral entry. You know something
Yes.
about lateral entry?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, but I would like to add a point here,
Yeah,
if you don't mind. As I have already experience in working in a ISRO as well as an MNC, my experience would serve as a kind of a lateral entry in a very early stage of an administrator, sir. So that will benefit the administration in a long run. So if you are directly doing the lateral entry in the later stage of an administrator, you don't
What are the
need.
provisions of lateral entry? You know?
It should be from the outside of the government, and there will be specialization persons or higher
That is
roles.
okay. The minimum eligibility is what?
I think I'm not able to
You-
recall, sir.
Is there any experience criteria?
So yeah, there has to be an experience criteria, but I'm not aware
Because
about
of
it.
lateral entry,
Expertise. Expertise.
Experience.
Yes, sir.
How do you rate DAIICT and IIT Gandhinagar? Which is better?
Sir, I've spent 6 years in the IICT, and though IITs are our nation's very topmost universities, DICT is equally providing the opportunities for the overall development of the growth. So both are great in their own terms and evolution. Since DICT only provides 2 or 3 courses for the BTech, while IITs provide various number of courses. So in ICT, when you say
Right, okay, agree. You can follow Gujarati.
yes, sir.
અમે ત્રણેય આંગણવાડીના બાળકો છીએ.
Okay.
હા? We are going to આંગણવાડીસ.
Yes, sir.
તમે જાણતા હશો આંગણવાડી.
Yes, sir.
અને અમે irregular આવીએ છીએ સ્કૂલમાં આંગણવાડીમાં. હા?
હા.
તો તમે અમારા જેવા બીજા બાળકો 20-25 બેઠા છે. તમે ડેપ્યુટી કલેક્ટર છો
Okay.
તમારા વિસ્તારમાં. તમે આવો છો એક દિવસ વિઝિટમાં અને અમારી દશા બધું જોઈને તમને ખૂબ શું કહેવાય તમારા સેન્ટિમેન્ટ એકદમ ઓવરફ્લો થાય છે. તમે હવે અમને 5 વાક્યો કહો કે અમારે શું કરવું જોઈએ. એઝ અ ડેપ્યુટી કલેક્ટર એડ્રેસ 5 વર્ષથી નીચેના અમે બાળકો છીએ બધા. હવે અમને સમજાવો.
To come regularly, sir. Regular આવવા માટે.
તમે એડ્રેસ જ કરો, ભાષણ આપો તમે 5 વાક્યમાં.
Okay, sir. Can I take a moment, sir?
Yeah.
અને જે ત્યાંના સ્થાનિક લોકો એમની ભાષામાં એમને સમજાય એ રીતે ટ્રાય કરજો.
Okay, sir. In Gujarati, sir. Okay. હું અઝ્યુમ કરું છું કે એક બાળકનું નામ છે કૃષ્ણા એન્ડ બીજાનું નામ છે મહેશ. હા ઠીક છે. હા તો જો કૃષ્ણા અને મહેશ, જો તમે બંને રેગ્યુલર આંગણવાડીમાં આવશો તો તમને એટલો ફાયદો છે કે તમને જમવાનું છે, તમારી જોડે બીજા બાળકો છે, તમારે રમવા માટેની ફેસિલિટીઝ છે, તમારું એક સારું એવું તમને બીજા બધા જોડે રમવાની મજા આવશે, તમને જીમવાની મજા આવશે. તમને ઘરેથી જે રીતે કોઈ બોલતું હશે તો એ તમને કોઈ નહીં બોલે. અને તમને એક ફાયદો એ બી છે કે તમે અહીંયા ભણતા શીખશો, તમને વાંચતા આવડશે અને તમને આજુબાજુની બધી વસ્તુનો ખ્યાલ પડતો થશે. તો જો તમે આંગણવાડીમાં રોજ આવશો તો એક સારું તમને ખાવાનું, રમવાનું, શીખવાનું, હસવાનું, કૂદવાનું બધા બાળકો જોડે તમને મજા આવશે.
થેન્ક યુ મેમ.
How many launching sites
Yes, sir.
for rockets are there in India?
So there are currently 3 sites. One is in Thumba, other is in Tiruvananthapuram, and third is in Odisha, and the fourth is in development in Tamil Nadu, sir.
Two questions. First of all, what is the name of the launching site that is in Odisha?
Okay, sir.
And secondly, if there are 3 sites, what was the need of the fourth one?
Okay, sir. In Odisha, I think it's Vikram Sarabhai. I'm not sure, but I think it is.
Dr. APJ.
Acha, APJ Kalam, yes, sir. And since we are doing the commercial launching for the foreign partners and the other private firms, the need has arisen to launch more satellites through various.
Any geographical cause?
Yes, sir. The geomagnetic equator passes through those locations, so it gives us the ample amount of velocity when you launch the satellites. So the easterly winds will help to boost the velocity of a rocket. So we'll need lesser fuel.
I agree with that. But apart from Sriharikota,
Yes, sir.
the fourth one, which is in currently in development, is Tamil
Tamil
Nadu.
Nadu, sir.
It is considered as the most important for the geographical cause which you mentioned. Right? Any specific reason?
So might be the geomagnetic equator passes through it precisely.
It was a-
All the places. Sir. I'll look it into it, sir. I'm not able to recall. Sir.
What is the difference between terrorism and insurgency?
So terrorism is a specific act towards a person or a nation to harm those, and insurgency is against the government or established government to repel them from the power. Sir.
India had been a victim of terrorism or insurgency.
So both, sir, actually.
In which part of India faces terrorism and which part of India faces insurgency?
So in terrorism, the location is not. We are the pan India, sir. You can say Jammu Kashmir, or you can say the Mumbai attacks or the Gandhinagar attacks. But insurgency is limited to the northeastern areas, as well as some Naxalist areas, that is in Jharkhand. I think Jharkhand, sir. Yes, sir. Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, yes, sir.
What is the difference between vision and mission?
Okay, sir. Vision is visions give you the long-term goal or the stick yard which one must stick to it so that you don't forget your goal. And the mission is where you do the things, or you know the timeline, or you know the things that you want to achieve in which ways.
What was the vision of 𝐓𝐫𝐢𝐻𝐿𝐵𝐢 Ambani?
I'm not aware about it, sir.
Okay. What is the role of artificial intelligence in the space technology?
So artificial intelligence, the one humanoid which we have sent to the space, the 𝐓𝐫𝐢𝐻𝐿𝐵𝐢 is an example of an artificial intelligence and machine learning in the space technology, sir. It can help us in identification of the space debris, identification of a certain communication satellites, or the use of those in detecting the patterns in earthly, the natural resources of our earth, and disaster predictions, and so many. Yes, sir.
Okay. Did the two brothers, Chandrayaan 2 and 3, they met on moon or not?
So they actually not in a way they met. The one is the orbiter, which is orbiting the moon, and the other our Chandrayaan 3 is actually on the land or lunar land. So they have communicated, but they have not met, sir.
So communicated. Your branch is information and communication technology.
Yes, sir.
So just give me the definition of information and what do you mean by communication?
So information is a data which we can see in day-to-day life. It can be digital or it can be the normal, regular, the handwritten data. Anything it could be. And the communication is the way we commute to one source to the destination. So
Can you say transfer of information is communication?
transfer of information is yes, that is a better fit. Yes, sir.
Do you understand by the word post and rank in terms of administration?
Post and rank, sir. So I'm not sure about it, but I can guess. The post will include post is your current position in an hierarchy of an administration, and rank will be your the seniority, sir, I think.
Okay, I would like to ask GAS junior scale. What is it? Post or rank?
So junior scale is rank, sir, I think. Rank, sir.
And what is the deputy collector?
So role or as in
Like, post or rank?
deputy collector is a post.
What is the major problem India's space sector is facing?
So we are having a very limited amount of fundings, and we have just 0.25% of our budget has allocated, like 12,500 crores were allocated to our space sector this year. So that is a very less to the developed countries.
Other than fund, India has already limited resources, so fund is always constrained.
Yes.
We have to work with it.
Yes.
Other than
Other than that, sir, there is a brain drain issues. The third would be, sir, the infrastructure availability. Since we have a very we have space centers across the country, but they are very less. Like 7 to 8 are the main centers. We have a very scarce resources in terms of our indigenization. Sorry, sir. Indigenization of products or the components we use in a space. We have issues in the fuel, since we have very limited amount of fuel and other things. Our missions are very limited durations. Like Chandrayaan 3 is only just one lunar day mission, while the NASA and others are very longer duration missions they have.
Is equal to how much days on Earth?
So 14 days.
Are you sure?
14, yes, sir.
what is the reason behind that? आपने जो बोला कि we have short duration
Missions, yes, sir.
What is the reason?
So one would be to cost cutting. Other would be we have a limited amount of fuels. So if we want to sustain for a longer duration, we'll need more fuels. And the technology that we are doing, since I'll take the example again of Chandrayaan 3, it has a rover, Vikram and Pragyan, right? So they have a 14 days capacity. They have used the solar panels and everything, but they are just only one lunar day. So we can say that they are just will be.
In short, we can say we have a launch vehicle with the minimum capacity.
No, so we have a launch vehicle GSLV-3 that is a very powerful rocket, but at the same time, when we are talking about the outer space capacity or the refueling capacity, we are looking at it, sir.
Have you heard about the word technology spin-off? Technology spin.
So I'm not able to recall it, sir.
More or less, use the related with space.
Okay, I'll look it into it.
What will be the challenges you facing while posted as a deputy collector or Dy.so? Any government as a higher?
Okay, so the first will be the coordination among the team, because that is the very crucial thing, to have a team that is equally capable and motivated to do things for the people. Second would be to reach the grassroots level people, and third would be the coordination among various departments.
Excellent. Excellent. Good. Now, your questions are over? Yeah, please.
What will be the what are the major challenges Indian economy is facing?
So, Indian economies, when, can I take a moment, sir? So, we are constrained with FDI issues first. There are certain sectors where FDI limits are not that up to high, so that we are lacking in the resource and innovations. So space sector, as per se, where the FDI limit is very low. I'm not able to recall the exact limit, but it is low, and that is one of the issues why the private sector in space is not doing that much amount of work the SpaceX and other companies are doing. So the second would be the development versus the overall GDP growth. So when we are talking about the
What is the difference between growth and development?
so the growth is in statistical terms. When you say development, it is overall development of one's nation in all the parameters.
How do we measure development?
So for the development, when we want to measure the growth, it is GDP. But when we want to development, there are human development indexes, and yes.
So, how good you are at Gujarati?
So I was born and brought up in Gujarat, sir.
You are Gujarati.
Yes, sir.
You must have studied Gujarati as a subject up to 12th.
Yes, sir. 12th.
Right.
Yes, Gujarati medium, sir.
And you studied information and communication.
And yes, in bachelor's, yes, sir.
In bachelor's. Now tell me the Gujarati meaning of communication. A proper Gujarati word which is used in administration for communication.
So I would like to take a moment, sir. I'm not able
BSNL
to.
का full form पता है?
भारतीय संचार निगम लिमिटेड. संचार.
Not Sanchar. It's not Sanchar.
आपले.
No. It's Pratyayan.
Okay, Pratyayan, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 Coming to you.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Mostly you've been a very good candidate to my mind.
Okay, sir.
Just you need to